a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Lambeau. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
On first down, right back to Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
They'll run with Hall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Glove. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close. They are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
26.
One more time with Hall. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
30.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They still can't get it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready?
Love from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Jets 7.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Down.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this one's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's got this down to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he slings one that's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing. Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Take it at the 37. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Hut.
Now Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ready,
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
set, hut. Set.
Here's Love. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Oh, he stays up. His pass complete to Ruckert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Cross field. Strike. Strike. Ultra. Ultra. Claws red. Ready. Ready.
Following the interception, Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, It's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
Here we go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Down. Check smash. Slide through. Zoom black. Black ultra. Set cut.
Love now.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Drill green. Hut, hut.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
51 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time.
It's caught at the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
60 yards.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield. I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Rodgers now to throw. Flushed out right.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hall again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Jets 21, Packers 12.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Eagle blue. Black shot. Steel, black. Set.
Glove. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one. win this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On the double.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Set.
Love looking to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Set. Hut. Ready. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jets are...
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
There we go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
Now Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Gino now to throw.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I'd continue to go in that direction because right now they got the defense back on their heels.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing is Smith. Now he steps away.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one going to come up short, low throw.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
I like
in the
that.
circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Let's go now. Hey, check Mega. Smash. Smash. Ready?
Here's Love. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Check field. Strike. Check. Hey, ball steal. Hut, hut.
Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Bring that. Ready.
Throwing. Love. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Ready. Strike. Strike. Ultra.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To throw now, here's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
Okay, right? Here we go, set. Cut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's able to find Melton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, third and long.
Right.
Love now.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Looking to throw. Love.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
22 needle. Ready.
Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready.
Jacobs again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. Third and goal. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Jordan Love
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Well, that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Off the play fake, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On the ready.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Claude Ray.
Back to throw. Love. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On fourth down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Geno. Now he's forced out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
Let's go now. Slide through.
Looking to throw. Love. In trouble, and he's taken down. Tyrell Dotson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They need 18 yards here on third down. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
Trail green. Check smash.
Back to throw. Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Steal. Check ultra. Go ultra.
To throw on second and 10. Love. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Loving the Packers now with a first and 10 right at the 30. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Second and a couple.
Here we go, set.
play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson.
52 yards.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. From the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
27 yards there, a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
13 next.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Trying to improvise, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Here's Smith.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the interception, here's Smith.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Tuesday.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Walker is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run. Walker. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
Hey, here we go. Sunday.
In motion right is the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Myers' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Let's go. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Set, ready.
They go bootleg. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
This pass complete to Melton.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st and goal.
Down. Set, up.
Here's Jacobs. And they can't bring him down. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Smith.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Smith.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one up.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is intercepted at the goal line.
And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays,